This is Canva. Today we're going to take a look at all the ways that you can make some amazing creations. So welcome. Canva is one of our go-to platforms, and you'll see that students and teachers alike will enjoy this. Here you can see snow is falling outside. Well, it's snowing here in Canva as well. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, text me, let me know, and I'd be happy to show you around. Throughout today, you'll see that there's many ways that we can use it, including some of the integrations. So what is Canva? Well, Canva is that platform. It's a visual communication platform. You can create infographics, you can create presentations, GIFs, pretty much a Google Doc, but with AI embedded inside. There's so many things that you can do. How you get there is first by clicking into ClassLink. So just navigate to our home, go up to PalMac Apps, go ahead and click into ClassLink, sign in. You'll see that there is a folder, a yellow one. It's the Creative Tools. Just go ahead and follow it and click right in. And on your first time, it'll say, "Welcome to Canva." I just want to show you how you get around in Canva. You are probably a fantastic user and you've kind of been playing with all these fun designs. How you navigate when you're in Canva. The first thing that you should do is you should really take a look at how to go through the entire platform. So for example, once I'm in Canva, okay, when I click on to get started, you'll see that you have the 3 lines here. 3 lines hide all of your extra design features. Down here you can see you have Home, Magic Studio, that's the awesome piece that we'll talk about in a moment regarding AI. Projects are things that you've created. Templates are anything that maybe you've made and you are going to be sharing with others. There's also all your resources in which you can use some templates that have already been made and customize to your liking. Additionally, when you go down, and if you're a teacher, then you're going to have some classwork and you'll have any of the classes that have been created because we are connected through ClassLink and School Tool will show all of your classes in there. At the very top, you'll see you've got your design spotlight. This is where you can look through. I always go over to the Education tab, and when you do, this is where you, as a teacher, can go through and find some amazing resources that are existing in there for you to use. Just kind of click on it, take a look, explore, and you'll find that there is a ton of things that are ready to use and you can just make it your own. So it's a lot like using AI, but you're going to make it your own. Once you scroll down through the educational resources, you'll see they're ready to teach lessons. You can go ahead and click on explore the lessons. You can go right into the library and figure out anything that you might want. You can create your own. There's accessibility designs that are in here, and then more about AI. I just want to show you in this education library though, all the different things that you have. It brings you back into here, and go ahead and type in anything that you're looking for. If you're global studies, you can click in, see what's already existing in here. There's probably tons of presentations that have already been created. If you're looking for something on, let's see, CVC words because you're in 1st grade and you need a lesson design, there's a ton in here. Remember, you can click and you can edit, make it your own. So it's one of those things where you can just explore and find everything that you want. It says customize because, again, once you click it, you can go in and change all the headings, all the words, you can change the layout, you can add another row, do whatever you want to do. Additionally, if you want to know more, you just go right ahead and there's tons of, if you get really good at this, you can publish your own and you can actually earn credit for the lessons and the designs that you make. Also over here, so when I go back, I'm just going to take us back to our home. At the top here, you can go through your settings if you want, or you can just start with creating a design. When you click create a design, it's all the things that are suggested right here in our magic design here. So it's a presentation, video, infographic, posters, headers, worksheets, etc. You can also do customize your size. Now this is going to be particularly helpful if you're making, you want to customize Schoology, or if you're using Google Classroom, whatever it might be. You're just going to go through, if you know the pixel orientation, so you know what the size is, you go right ahead and put in there. For example, I could just search up Google Form header size in Google, and it will give me the pixel ratio. So I could take that 1600 by 400 and place it right into my size, and it will generate that. Or I switch over to inches. I know what size I need to print, right? I can put 8.5 by 11, and it will create the design exactly like that. Or if I'm looking again for a thumbnail for Schoology to customize each of my classes, I could do a 1 inch by 1 inch. Create the design, it opens it up for you, and it allows you to start from there. Continuing on with some of those customizations, I'm just going to take us back home again. Remember, anything that's here, your recent designs come up, you can go right through here. This part where it says for you, they're giving you suggestions. If you click right in here, you can use, it's going to ask, it'll use Magic Studio. So you can start to say, create a 7-slide presentation in monochrome on the antagonists and protagonists of To Kill a Mockingbird. I click go, and it will look through and it will see. So it's going to see. It might take a moment for it to generate. This is still in beta, so they're working on it. But I can look and I can see if there's one that fits what I'm kind of looking for. I don't know if I really love that one. Let's check this one out. All right, so let's see. Bob Ewell, Embodied Prejudice and Injustice. So it's giving me some things in here. It's not necessarily the color scheme I was looking for. Check that out. It even pulled in a picture from the movie itself. So that was created using Magic Design. Now, because it's using AI, the Magic Studio, you are going to have to remember everything is always a draft. You will have to continue to design or change the actual words and vocabulary you would like to include. You can have it, again, if you don't like this style, you just click back, go back over to that was the templates, layouts, and styles, right? So I can cycle through. If I don't like the color scheme, remember, I can choose anything I want, okay? That's the brand kit. Maybe I want this one. Cycle through until it's the colors I want. Maybe even this one. Yeah. So that's more what I'm looking for. But again, you'll have to change all this to make it what exactly you want. But it's a great starting place, because how many times as teachers we get so caught up in the design elements that it takes us forever to get the words and everything out that we want there, because we're fixating on the way it looks. So in this respect, it's going to save you time, because it's going to give you a starting point. So that is just a quick overview of how you get in there. You can just start from your home. You decide where you want to begin. If you want to click in and look at a project you've already created, if you want to go ahead and start from a template, again, you can start from the templates here, or go over to where it says create a design and you can begin there. And then once you start a design, again, all of your options will appear on your left-hand side. You'll have design, where you can start from something. If you know it's education, hopefully there's something that's more educational. If you don't like what this is, you can take these out. If you don't want the bottom header there, you can get rid of it. If you like this one instead, just click on it. You click through until you get what you're looking for. And then you can stylize with the colors. You can shuffle through until the color scheme is exactly what you're looking for. Or again, you just go into styles. And if there isn't one there, remember, we'll show you in a moment how you can get in there and find some more things. Text, you can start with a text box. Simple, right? If you don't like it, remember, you can do the undo button. If you want to choose from one of these, you can type whatever you need to do. This is probably BD. So maybe it's 2BD. This is the class that you're making this for. You're going to be able to customize those colors by, again, once you click on an element and you see the purple around it, all these other elements will appear. So in there I can switch, I can go over to red, whatever I need to do for that specific color scheme and that group. If I don't like that style, you can change your effects. You can go through until you find the one that is just right. And again, if you don't like that outline color, you choose it. Everything is customizable. You don't like this, or maybe you do like this, right? If I want to, if I go into elements, and let's say I want this one instead, right? And I want more of these elements for the rest of my presentation or whatever it might be. When you click on this right here and you see 3 dots come up, that's when you can customize further. And you'll notice that it says, would you like to view more from this specific designer? And if you do, click on it and it gives you all of these with the neon type design. And you can put in whatever ones you want in there. Again, you don't want that color. Remember that you can always change it. You can always edit the photo. You can change right in here. You can choose a different color, right? You can do a ton of things that are in here. Again, you don't want something, highlight it. You can either hit the delete button or backspace, or you can undo when you've added something and it will get rid of it. Okay? Those are elements, and elements you have so many choices in here, and we'll talk a little bit further about that. And that is just navigating inside of Canva. Another fun piece, an update that has come to Canva to help you create, when you're in a presentation, and let's say you're looking and you found a actual color scheme that you want to use, if you find it, you can copy that image off of Google, wherever you might be, and you can go back into your presentation. You can paste it on the page. Okay, and when you do that, remember we talked about the 3 dots. The 3 dots will let you customize a little bit more. When we click there, you can see that you can apply the colors to the page. What's fantastic and even more fun, so when you look at that design and you look at your styles, right, the recently used, when you click on it, you can shuffle through until you get what you want. So what it's going to do is it's going to apply that color scheme to the rest of this. Now, if you would like, you can also apply this combination across other pages. So down here on the bottom it says apply to all pages. So once you've found what you're looking for, if I wanted to, it's going to change my entire presentation to mirror or match those colors. Pretty awesome. Next, what I'd love to show you is a little bit more of the fun that you can do inside here. So again, once you're navigating or you're looking through our basic tools in here, so if I'm looking for a student, I can look through, I can get a graphic, right? Here's a teacher who's peeking around the door frame maybe and reaching in to talk with the class. And maybe I want an actual photo of students, right, who are learning. So let's see, we want to put this kid once he's done a great job, and maybe that's his teacher saying, I knew you could do it. So what we're going to do, you can do all sorts of customizations. We're going to click on the 3 dots, and when you do, you can remove or replace the background with this guy right here if I want to, or I don't want that, I can detach that image and he goes right back to where he started. Next, I'm going to go on to clicking on Edit Photo. From here, I can do the background remover. Right now, let's say I don't want him holding a computer, but I want him holding a puppy. Watch this. We can do a magic edit. This is using AI. You ready? So I'm going to erase it with the tool. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to continue, and I'm going to type in here a golden retriever puppy. And I want it to be realistic golden retriever puppy. Generate. All right, let's see what happens. So while it's generating, you're going to get several images that it's going to try and create. And this is just one of the features that you have available to you. And I don't really love any of these, unfortunately. Might be able to put something in here. So let's see, maybe then I can do magic eraser. And let's erase that. I can change the brush size to get really intricate in here. So I'm going to get rid of that right there. And let's see, I'm just going to do a couple more edits and see what it looks like, and then I'm going to change that background. But it's pretty cool when you think about just how amazing. This is just a very basic program. It's a one-stop shop that Canva will let you do all sorts of magic and crazy changes here. And you can always layer items too. So let's say you don't want to erase, you can always do some stuff. So I'm hoping I can get rid of this last little bit right there, and then we'll be all set. There we go. And that's good enough. You'll get the idea. So then when you're done using that tool, that's called Magic Eraser. We already did remove background, which you guys are probably have used before with snippet and everything. But in here, now I could change and I could add other elements. And I could put a, let's see, how about a wooden wall? So I can put this as the background. Okay, so I might want to make this right here, and let's see if I can actually put this behind. Let's go layer. And again, with layering, see this position? You can do that, and then I can choose where I want it to be. Now the guy's in front, and then I could put this guy in front of that. There he goes. So now it looks like he's actually holding on to that board. Now I can make him a little bit smaller to say, who's the new puppy, right? So you could have so much fun with this, and it really is, the sky is unlimited. It's limitless when you think about it. You can also draw. You can literally draw on the screen. So if you're using a tablet or you're using your phone or anything like that, I'm using my desktop, so it's not as conducive, but if you have a red Chromebook, you could do some fun things with that. There's also, again, in Elements, besides just graphics, you don't want. There you go. And there's other elements in here, so you can look for, see how there's videos, tables, charts, frames, grids, audio. There's tons of music in here. And again, when it goes in, it goes right underneath your presentation, and you can edit how long you want it to be. So it could be just for that one slide. So let's go ahead and present just from right here. Present.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
See, so you can do all sorts of fun stuff. And then same thing, if you want not audio this time, but you want something with happy birthday, type in whatever you're looking for. We've done this for when we did the Loyalists versus the Patriots. We looked up tons of historical figures in here. There's all sorts of stuff you could put in here, whatever you want. Just have fun, right? And again, you change that layer. Put this underneath. There we go. You could put in this, put this piece of the candle and a piece of cake right there, right? You can do whatever you want it. Put the happy birthday sign, signal, wherever you want. The sky's the limit. It's pretty awesome. But you check it and see what you like.
To you.
Okay? So again, you want it to extend past that specific music if you want it to go on through several. If you want it to just be for 5 minutes or 5 seconds, you can do whatever you might want to do. So that's some more fun within our Canva. This is how you use Canva templates. So when you start in here, remember, you just put in whatever it is you're looking for. There's some suggestions, maybe some things based on those that are creating projects right now. We're in a presentation, so I'm just clicking to see what was there. But again, you can choose any of these and you can apply them to your actual workspace. And when you do, so if I decided to choose this one right here, I can add it as a new page. Okay, so it didn't overwrite my old one. This is right here. You can adjust and change your words in there. You can choose which ones you want. You just add as you go. So if I go through, or if I want to add this one, it will ask me, do I want to replace the current page or add as a new page? I would like to add it as a new page. And then you can go through here and you can move these around. You can even change the elements. So when I'm double clicking in there, right, you can adjust the colors, you can crop it, you can do whatever you might want to do. And of course you can edit further. So if you wanted to do the magic expand, it might not work for this one because the background was already removed and it really only works for that. So, but the elements and the designs that we are talking about, you go through and you can add them. You can decide if you're looking for something that's historical, you just go ahead and put in US history, but you have to be able to spell. And it will provide you many things in which you can start. If I want to be more specific, I can talk about Congress. I can go through, and again, it's going to tailor it more towards specifically things that I'm looking for. You can find the layouts that you want and the styles. Pretty amazing. I love that you can do that. Let's replace this current one. And these are called frames. So if you need more of these frames, those are located under elements. And I just simply type in that I am looking for a frame. And when you do, you click in, you can choose ones that look like Polaroids, you can look like, there's a pretty space one that you can put in here. So you decide and you can customize until it's exactly the way that you want it. And again, you layer, you play around with this and decide what should be in front, what goes in the back. And again, this will just hold the place of a picture. So when you do this, and I go back over to elements and I'm looking for a photo of students. Okay, so now I could go in and there's several students right there, but watch, when you hover over one of those, you can actually place them right inside of this. And if I want to do it again, right, to go in the other picture, the other awesome thing about this, check this out. So I can push it over, so now that this student is the one that is being the focus of the picture there. And then you can see this student right here. If I want it to be more these two, I can do that as well. If I want to continue and make this a little bit wider, I can do that as well. And those, my friends, are under templates. So you just click from design, go to templates, layouts are what we looked at when you're looking to fill in the space, and style is when you can adjust it as needed. So the next part we should talk about is being able to look at the info that you find within some of these elements. Always click on your three dots. Take a look and you'll be able to see the different brands that are available. Here's some keyboard shortcuts when you get really good at this. You can do lots of different things. Go ahead and pause it whenever you get a chance. This might be my favorite element within presentations. You can do presenting magic shortcuts. In the very bottom, you can click on the Q once you turn on those shortcuts and it does the quiet symbol. You can do U for the curtains and it will open up, and you can even do the C for confetti as you are going through. M is mic drop. It's pretty fun because it makes your presentation come to life. Here's some example projects that I'd love to take you through. In our Canva project, you can click through, you can see all the ones that have been made before. We've done some for shout outs to staff and faculty. We've had some really amazing ones where you can just start from any of our fun templates and just make whatever you want. There's, like we talked about, educational videos, presentations, infographics, classroom posters, Google Classroom headers. You can use them for Schoology. You can pretty much make anything. And lesson plans, yes, they do exist in here. And you can make some amazing things. Here, you can just make a bookmark. They've got all those free elements. You can do layering. You can make your own banners for your Google Forms, for your headers. Here, we made our lanyards. You can take any of our cool images. If you want a social media icon or image that you want to be able to send out on Parent Square, you can do it right in Canva. And as you share this out, it would be a PNG export. Here, projects for your kids. Here we can make elements to put into a Google site. You can actually make a website right in Canva. This is 1-inch icons for your Schoology, anything. In this Pale Neck Primary, this was one of our lead session nights, and some information for students on how to care for their Chromebooks. Integrations, add-ons, and AI available within Canva. In here you can see that you can make some backdrops for ThingLink. You can use them to make seesaw templates. Create anything you want, find anything you want within Canva, export, and in here I always go down to download, and it will give me, I change it from an MP4 over to a PNG, and then I'll finally have the images that I want. I do one at a time because it makes it so much easier to just drag it right into Seesaw, lock it in the background, and then I have my own template. You can do the same thing for Schoology, anything that you want to do there. So you can see we put it in for edit activity, add the template. All you have to do is upload, and you can put in any of the elements that you created there. And voila. Go ahead and do the check mark, and there it is. Ready to rock for your students to be able to add their own thoughts, drawings within the activity. Go ahead and save it and assign it, and you're done. Fantastic. Google Sites. When we needed to create some really good engaging graphics, we just simply made them right in Canva. Here's a good example. We were able to import everything. It was a space theme, so we took the bird actually and put the helmet on him. We used some of those elements of the iPad frames that we can just add our own images to. You can change the font. You can make it look as exciting as you can dream up, and you can make all of those little tiny elements in Canva and then add them to your Google site. Every single one of those, that hand coming down, everything that is kind of a cool element was from there. Here is Adobe Express, animate your voice, smash with Canva. So in here, I just created whatever background I wanted and was able to do it. This is a gauntlet challenge. Again, very cool graphics. You can make any kind of information, spaces that you want there. And then we can go into bulk create. This is for vocabulary. So if you have terms that you want to create, generate a list, you simply type them into a Google Sheet and put them in as many columns as you have cards for one page. So on this, I wanted 4 cards for that one page, so I did 4 columns. From here, I'm going to go File and Download as a comma separated value. Over to Canva, I'm going to go into Bulk Create, and I'm going to find my downloaded CSV, and I'm going to connect it to my 4-term page I have in Canva. So I'm going to go and connect those. So I have to connect the data. The first term was overjoyed, the second term, connect. I'm going to do it to thrilled. The third one, I'm going to connect over to my data again, which is delighted. And finally, my last term, jumping for joy. So these are all of my words that I had. So you apply the data, and it will go ahead and fill those in for you. As many terms as you had in those columns, it will apply it to the following pages. So again, add your data, have a template for your vocabulary, English to Spanish, and get right to work. This next one, Magic Studio, I want you to go ahead and make a copy and play. Translating your presentation. Through Resize and Magic Switch, you'll see that you have the ability to take your presentation and completely translate it. So when you've got one open, you've got all the words there, you just go up to Resize and Magic Switch, click on Translate, select your language to change it to, apply it to the pages you'd like, and it will actually create a new presentation. Just click on Open Presentation, and you'll see that this one we chose to do it in Ukrainian, and each of the slides has been now translated. Obviously, the name Canva for Education did not. So how do I do that? Just again from the top menu, in your presentation, select Resize and Magic Switch, select Translate, and you'll be in great shape. Canva does exist in your LMS. So we use Schoology here, but if you use Google Classroom, it would work the same. You can actually embed a Canva design into your assignments. You do have to go up to the apps within Schoology and add Canva to your available applications for your courses. So if you're not sure how to do that, you would go up to the four square, it looks like at the very top of your Schoology toolbars, and you click on it, and then you search for Canva and you add it. Once you do, it will ask you to select all of those specific courses you'd like to apply it to. Then make sure you save, head back, make your template in Canva, and then you can either copy it and paste it in as a link, or you can go up and you can add it that way. So you can review your students' Canva designs right inside Schoology. If you need more help, there's lots of places to get it. Again, email me. You can join the Facebook group for teachers for Canva. There is another course available within Canva. You just go up to Education and learn more, and you can go through and take any of these. To print or share, that becomes one of the biggest questions we have. To share in any of your designs, go up, click on the share button, and then decide how you're going to do it. You can, one, download, print, you can make a link to collaborate, or make a public view link. No login required to view. And that's typically what I do, is that I will share the presentation as a public view link, meaning none of you would ever have to sign in. And I always check that by going to the guest where I'm not signed in, and I paste the link and I check to see if it actually is there. If you have any more questions, please reach out. I'm always here. Thank you.